You got me. I thought I needed to raise it up. I could have just left it alone. Anywho, you know how it works around here with Grandma Hershey. So, welcome to Grandma Hershey Cooks. I'm Grandma Hershey, spelled with a U and not an E. Okay. Anywho, so today, get my cue cards. Is episode 81. 81. I get excited every week because I go another week. I'm not ready to give up yet, y'all. As long as I'm having fun, we're going to keep doing these shows. Okay. That's the highlight of my week. So it's episode 81, and we're doing glazed salmon. Now, I'm not a big salmon lover, and I usually don't eat a lot of salmon, okay? But I tell you what, this is my second recipe with salmon that I've made this year. Because in episode 62, remember I did that avocado salmon, smoked salmon sandwich toast, or whatever it's called. Look at episode 62. You know what I'm talking about. It was really, really good, okay? And that was came off the idea of my daughter, Miss Stefani. I call Stefani Stephanie. Trying to get cute. Anywho. So, but today is glazed salmon. Okay. And we're using 8 ounces per serving. And so I did do a comparison through Nutritionics with glazed salmon, and they did a 6-ounce portion. So wait till you hear these numbers about the 8-ounce portion versus the 6-ounce portion, baby, because Grandma Hershey beat them. And they got less meat, less food. Okay. So anywho, so let's go and talk about these highlights. And this is a real quick and easy recipe. I mean, it is very quick. Salmon is a really quick fish to make. Really, really quick. And like I said, I'm not a big salmon lover, but I like that shrimp. Not shrimp. I love shrimp. The salmon avocado toast thingy on episode 62. And I like this glazed salmon. I admit the picture didn't look as good as I really wanted it to. Because we fried it in the skillet, and the oven is probably better. Now, I did make some glazed salmon about a month ago, and I did it in the what's that thing, the air fryer. Yeah, and it really came out good. I said, okay. So anywho, we did it again. Yes. So now the healthy highlights. So the first number I read is Grandma Hershey's. And then the second is the average according to Nutritionics. Okay. So the calories, 374.8. Average, 403 in a 6-ounce. 2 more extra ounces and you get less calories. Saturated fat, Grandma Hershey's, 4. The average is 6.3. Cholesterol, 65. The average is 89. Carbs, 17.3. And that's because of the glaze, really, And the average is 22. Oh, with less meat. Oh, my Lord. Then the fiber is 9.5. And the average was 0.2. I don't know what happened to that. Oh, I know why. Because what Grandma Hershey used, it has fiber in it. Because it blocks the carbs. So the sodium is 218.8. Now, they did beat me on that. Now, however, if they did 8 ounces, they might have the same sodium. Their sodium was 189. So I'm thinking that we had the same amount of sodium in comparison. But anywho, we'll give it to them. The sugar, 16.5 in Grandma Hershey's salmon, and theirs is 22. Then the protein, 23. Now, I don't know how they beat me with the protein because there's a 27. I don't know where they got their salmon from, but I need to know. Okay, because the protein is in the salmon. So I need to know what brand they got. So anywho, so the net carbs for Grandma Hershey's is 11.8, and the average net carbs is 21.8. You're getting 2 more ounces of salmon with Grandma Hershey's recipe, and their stuff is more. Okay. So Grandma Hershey got the healthier version. You know, Grandma Hershey love a challenge. So we got the healthier version on this one. All right. So I'm going to read you the recipe real quick, and then we're going to get to cooking because time is of the essence around here. We don't have all day. So there are 2 tablespoons of dark balsamic vinegar. See, instead of using soy sauce, Grandma Hershey created a sauce, and I got help from the good Lord, honey, because I said, Lord, I don't know what I did the first time. I need your help. And I tell you, stuff started coming to my head. I said, thank you, Lord. Anywho, this ain't church, so I'm not going to preach. And then you're going to need 2 teaspoons of Worcestershire sauce, 2 tablespoons of water, 4 teaspoons of sweetener, whatever your sweetener is that you normally eat, that you're used to, that's what you need. And that's where my fiber came from, because it blocks carbs. All right. 1 tablespoon of clover honey, not cloves, but the honey, that's the clover brand. And you can get orange blossom if you want. I just happen to have clover. That's what I had. So that's what I used, and it came out good. So you want 1 tablespoon of that. Then you need to get you some what's it called? Maple Grove sugar-free syrup. They make their own syrup. Their regular syrup is nice, but the sugar-free is really good. Only have 1 net carbs, and it really tastes good. No aftertaste, none of that foolishness. Okay, so 1 tablespoon of the sugar-free Maple Grove maple syrup. Say that 5 times fast. See what you get. Then 2 teaspoons of brown sugar, 2 teaspoons of date sugar, because date has less sugar in it and it's natural. And so I'm trying to keep it as healthy and natural as possible. Okay. Then you need 2 teaspoons of the yellow mustard. And then your 2 pieces of 4-ounce salmon. Salmon fillet. It was a big old thing, and I had to chop it up like I'm a butcher or something. Anywho, it came out pretty good. All right. Then I used a 1/2 teaspoon of onion and herb seasoning, and a 1/2 teaspoon of garlic and herb seasoning, and 1 tablespoon of garlic olive oil to fry it in. Okay, so that's what all that is. Now, what Grandma Hershey did do is she went on and she put all the ingredients for the glaze in here and whisk it up together. And since this is so quick, then we're going to make the glaze while the salmon is cooking. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to put the seasoning on our salmon. So now I put all the seasonings in a container together and mix it up. That way you get every flavor. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sprinkle a little bit on one side of the salmon. You'll see it in a minute. I know this is not in the picture. Then with the tongs, I'm going to put it in the skillet. I did turn the skillet on low, so I might need to turn it up some more because you want to heat your skillet a little bit. So I'm going to turn that up just a little more to medium, and then put some seasoning on another one. So because if you put the meat in first and then put the season on, then turn it over. If you can, I like to put the seasoning in before I put it in the skillet so it can fry in there. Now, those of you who like the skin on your salmon, it does crisp up pretty good. Me, I don't like the skin on salmon. To me, it tastes fishy. So I like to take mine off. So 2 of these have the skin off and 1 has the skin on because my granddaughter loves the crispy skin. And that's cool. That's her salmon. She eat the way she wants to. Okay. And you can do the same thing, boo. All right. So we're going to season up this salmon. Oh, this gonna taste delicious, just like the glaze. I'm gonna have to turn this up a little higher now. Okay, but normally you would turn it up for, I'll say, on medium high for about a minute or less. You don't want it to be smoking, and that way you can, when you put the salmon in there, it's gonna be heated. So I hope this is close enough you can see it. So I had got so used to this way at first, then I had to switch it over last week because of the mixer. And I'm back on this side, which is, I like this side. Okay, you can see all this loveliness. Anyway, we got that going. So what you want to do, once you put it in that skillet, you want to cook it for 3 to 4 minutes. And if you're keeping your skin on, make sure the skin side is up in the beginning. Okay, so now I don't know if you can hear it, but it's starting to sizzle. All right, that's what I'm talking about. Yes. So now while that's going, we're going to turn this on, and we're going to get our glaze to cooking, because we want the glaze to be ready when that salmon come out of this skillet. Okay, so look at all. We got it all mixed up in here together. Gonna pour it in this pot. And this recipe makes 1/4 cup of the glaze, which is equal to 4 tablespoons. And 2 tablespoons is a serving. So you're really getting the glaze for 2 pieces of salmon. But since they're not as big as the 2 that I did yesterday, then it should work. We're going to see. We're hoping. Pray, cross your fingers, toes, and eyes, and everything. Okay. So while that is cooking, I guess it should have done a healthy highlight while it was cooking. So anyway, make sure it's not going to stick. Put this over here. Make sure it's not going to stick. Get this, sorry. Get this oil floating around here so it can cook evenly. There we go. Oh, it smells so good. We want to get this going. I guess I'm being a juggler and cooking 2 things at the same time because we don't want the glaze to get to like burn. So you want it on pretty high because you want it to come to a bubbling boil. Once it gets to that bubble with all that bubbling, then you can turn it off, okay? Because then your glaze is ready. Because when we pour it on top of that salmon, we want it to be hot. Because on the picture, it had cooled down already because I had to really praying on which way to fix it. So that's why it was already cooled down when you saw it on the picture. But it's going to be nice and hot, okay, on the show. It smells so good. All we got to do is get this glaze going. So got a couple of minutes done. I can see half of it done. So I'm going to go ahead and how about reading some shout outs while we're waiting on that glaze. Or I know what you can do. You can go to the thumbs up. When it look like that, and click it right now while this salmon, I was going to say fish, same thing, while it's frying, okay? Click that thumbs up button, okay? Then, if you have not subscribed already, click subscribe. Oh, see, it's almost at the bar. Now I got to slow this down. And then, when you see the black bell, click it. That way, whenever I come on, you'll get a notice. Oh, Jesus Christ, and never. Oh, how quick it is, boy. Turn that on low. Okay, we want to cook a little. That was a little too fast. So then, once you do subscribe, and then in a couple of minutes, we're going to be done here. And then you're going to share this show with everyone you know. You're going to share it with your friends. You're going to share it with your neighbors. And you're going to share it with your relatives and your enemies. Because everybody got to eat. We got to feed the world. Okay? So now, while that's boiling, I had said stop, but now I don't think you got to stop this thing. Okay. Give it a minute, maybe. Then while that part's going, we're going to turn this salmon over. We don't want it to, I don't want to touch it. Here, let's see. We want it. Ooh, that's pretty. Can you see that first piece? Gorgeous. Oh, my. And then once you flip it, then it's going to cook for a couple more minutes, okay, on the other side, because it's pretty much done by the time you're flipping it. Okay, I don't know where this skillet here is really non-stick. I mean, it's really non-stick. Stuff be flying everywhere. There we go. Oh, that is so pretty. Can you see that? Oh, look at that. Oh, my God. Next time I have to definitely position it a little better. Okay. Oh, have mercy. Put this, make sure my oil is rotating around to get every side. Now I'm going to need a bigger stove. There we go. Okay. Now, I want this to boil up some more because I need it to thicken. I don't know why it's not thickening. Yesterday it did great. Maybe because it's trying to make me a story out of me. You know how when you get kids and you say, oh, my child can do this, oh, this and nothing. And then when they go to do it, you have people saying they don't do nothing. They're like, wait a minute, I know they just did that. So anyway, it glazed up real good yesterday, so I'm just going to boil it till it thickens. So that's what you need to do. Boil it till it thickens. So I'm pretty sure I put everything in here that I put in yesterday. So anywho, I'm just talking fast, Lana. That's because I want my stuff to come out right. All right. Come on, glaze, because my, what's the stuff? Salmon is almost ready. It looks good and it smells good. Yes, indeed. We'll put this on high. Let that sucker boil. So anywho, while I got about 1 minute, And then while it's doing what it's doing, oh yeah, now it's trying to stick me up. That's what I'm talking about. Don't make no sucker out of Grandma Hershey. We will not have that. Okay, so shout outs. Let's go to my score mentor, John, who I have a meeting with after this show. And down. And to, and by the way, all you men are handsome and all you women are beautiful. Okay, so I'm just gonna say your name. My sport mentor, John, and Tom was on the show last week. He lives in Kentucky. He said that grass is actually blue. I got to get to Kentucky, all right? I see this grass for myself. And Tom, if I could, I would definitely have Mel do some of those cake bars. Then also Najee and Andres. He said I look fabulous. It's so cute. And then to Terry and Reggie. And then my niece in Colorado, Doreen, Merle, Kay, Regina, and my beautiful sister as well. And so, hey, and my best friend Phyllis. I thank y'all for watching the show last week. And anybody who watched it and I didn't say your name, that's because I didn't know you didn't tell me. You have to tell me these things. Okay, I believe this is done. Okay, let's look at it. I know it's pretty on that one side. Let's turn it over. Oh, yeah. The side with the skin is nice and crispy. Okay. Oh, yeah. That is beautiful. Who said Grandma Hershey don't know how to make no salmon? Now I'm going to turn the one with the skin back over because I want the glaze to be on top of it. This one got a little skin, so I get that on to my daughter. I think she like hers with skin on. I want the one without the skin. Okay. All right. Now we're going to turn this off. Oh, I did turn it off because it was scaring me. Grandma Hershey going to get better with that salmon. Okay. Because next time I'm going to do it either in the oven or in the air fryer because there is a difference in the look. Okay. Can you see that glaze? So we're going to pour that on. Oh, beautiful. Because it will look better, I believe, if it was roasted in the oven. But anyway, we got us some glaze, baby. Yes, we do. Ooh, don't that look good? That looks good, don't it? I know it. I tell you, prayer really works. What they say in church, won't he do it? Okay, and then it looks really nice in the pan, glazing up. Oh man, can you see that in the pan? Oh, it's glazing. Let me try if I can get this around without burning myself. Okay, can you see that glaze? Isn't that beautiful? Oh man, make yourself some rice or something to go with it and put that glaze on top. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's really looking good. So anywho, being that that's done, we're going to take one out and put it on this plate. My original idea was to take all three of them out. But hey, I'm just going to take out, let me find the one without the skin. Because I don't like the skin. Oh, and stick the bottom half in the glaze. Woo-hoo-hoo. I think this is it. Yep. Because if it ain't, I'm going to have to call my granddaughter out here and make her take her own piece. All right. So you see how beautiful that look? Nice and flaky. Let me show you a piece. See how flaky that is? Grandma Hershey know a little something. So anyway, I'm gonna cut that in half. And then we're gonna taste this and make sure it's not pausing, okay? Make sure it's not pausing. Well, if it come apart, let me do it. Okay, there we go. It's on here somewhere. We're gonna taste it, make sure it's not pausing. This tastes better than yesterday. Okay. Now, like I said, I'm not a salmon lover, but I like that. Then we're gonna take one for the team. Okay. We're gonna put a little more glaze on top of that. Got the spoon over here, but I don't know if it likes that. Might not should have done that. I might have to buy somebody a new spoon. Anywho, let me go and take one for the team right quick. This is really good. It's better than yesterday's and the one I sent a picture of. That was really good. I'm going to eat the rest of this. I'm going to make me some broccoli. Put a little cheese on it. And that's what I'm going to eat with my salmon. All right. Now, I think I'm spitting a little bit. Woo. So, there's a shout out. But we had one birthday that I know of last week in the last 7 days. And that was my beautiful niece, Erica. When she was growing up, I kept calling her Erika. Still do sometimes. But anywho, I got to sing happy birthday to my beautiful niece. And matter of fact, before I sing happy birthday to her, on October 1st, we're going to do the show at her house. Okay. She haven't told me what we're making yet, because I like the guests to say what they want to make. And then we get to talking about it. And then on October 22nd, I'll be back in Colorado, and that niece is going to do her show. And she wants to know, what are your favorite fall flavors? Because she's going to do her show around that. So you can text me, put a message on the comment thing, or you can text me at 816-783-3332. Okay. Or you can send me, put it on the comment, or send me an email, grandmahursheycooks@gmail.com. All one word. Okay. Spell with a U. Don't forget. So, anywho, Erica, this is for you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. I love you. Okay, so now next week, it's predicted there's going to be 89 degrees. Now, you know, Grandma Hershey don't like cooking all that heat. So, you know what? I said, we haven't done no drinks. Grandma Hershey gonna make some smoothies, okay? Some protein smoothies that will knock you off your feet, baby. So all I need you to do, if you got a certain flavor that you would like, you need to hit me up. Grandma Hershey gonna make protein shakes next week. You gonna like them, I guarantee it. Smoothies, that is, okay? And that's all I know for now, honey child. So send me your comments, send me your suggestions. And if you try any of the recipes, let Grandma Hershey know how they were, what they taste like, anything. And if you have a suggestion of how I can improve it, I'm open to that. Grandma Hershey don't have a problem with that, okay? So anywho, until next week, you be good. Let me do the waggle on you. And you have a great and wonderful week. I love you all. Mwah. See you later. You know how we got to do with this crazy mouse. Make sure it's going to work. And, of course, it's acting crazy. All right, here we go. Bye.